Meghan Markle's highly publicized leap into the entertainment world has taken a sharp turn for the worse. Her latest Netflix venture, billed as a revolutionary deep dive into personal empowerment and social justice, has flopped spectacularly, drawing criticism from both viewers and industry insiders. What was once heralded as a bold move toward redefining her public image now appears to be unraveling into a cautionary tale of overreach, misjudgment, and perhaps an overestimated influence outside the royal spotlight. Netflix, who signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle under their Archwell Productions banner in 2020, reportedly had high hopes for the couple's content. Their first major project, the docuseries Harry and Meghan, attracted initial attention due to its tabloid-fueled drama and personal insights into the royal family's inner workings. However, the novelty quickly wore off. Critics blasted the series for being overly self-indulgent, repetitive, and more focused on grievance than storytelling. The audience, already saturated with royal commentary, seemed unimpressed. The latest offering, a children's animated series titled Pearl, was supposed to be a fresh take on young female empowerment through historical storytelling. Yet Netflix canceled the project mid-development in 2022 due to creative differences and a lack of viable content direction. This was a red flag, especially for an A-list streaming giant that had gambled big on Meghan's supposed star power. While other Netflix docuseries thrive on compelling narratives, Archwell's productions have failed to strike the right balance between message and entertainment. Insiders suggest Meghan's approach to production has been more ideological than practical. Former Netflix staffers have anonymously hinted at creative control issues and a lack of flexibility on Meghan's part. One producer, speaking under condition of anonymity, stated, "Meghan came into the room as if she was running the show, without having the resume or experience to back it up. There was a lot of talking down to veteran creatives. These internal conflicts reportedly delayed development schedules and ballooned production costs, causing significant frustration within the Netflix executive suite. What's more, audience feedback has been stark. Social media platforms have not been kind, with many accusing Meghan of using Netflix as a personal PR machine rather than a legitimate production house. YouTube reaction videos, Twitter commentary, and online reviews collectively convey one central theme. The public is growing weary of Meghan's perceived victimhood narrative. We get it, you left the royal family. What else do you have to say?" Read one viral comment that summarized the sentiment of many disappointed viewers. Financially, the fallout is equally telling. Netflix has remained tight-lipped about the exact performance metrics of Meghan's content, but reports from industry analysts at Parrot Analytics indicate that Archwell's shows underperformed relative to similar releases in the same timeframe. In contrast, competitors like The Crown and even other celebrity documentaries, such as those by Taylor Swift and David Beckham, have delivered consistent returns on investment and cultural relevance. Meghan's content has not. This recent flop isn't just a blow to Meghan's Hollywood aspirations, it is a revealing moment that calls into question the entire brand she has tried to cultivate post-royalty. Once viewed as a fresh, progressive voice challenging the monarchy, Meghan is now increasingly seen as a divisive figure, one whose actions do not always align with her rhetoric. While she speaks often about compassion and equity, her treatment of staff, both within the royal household and later at Archwell, has drawn serious criticism. A former palace aide even described her behavior as emotional manipulation masked in social activism. Moreover, her insistence on keeping the Sussex brand tightly controlled, restricting press access, avoiding hard-hitting interviews, and cherry-picking friendly media, has made it difficult for the public to see her as an authentic voice. The Netflix flop only amplifies this perception. It seems the public isn't just uninterested in her content. They're skeptical of her intentions. Even Prince Harry, once seen as the co-pilot in this media crusade, appears to be rethinking the strategy. Recent public appearances show him promoting his own work, particularly his memoir Spare and charitable initiatives, without the same level of joint promotion with Meghan. Sources close to the couple have suggested a professional cooling off, if not a full reevaluation of their joint branding efforts. In the end, the Netflix debacle exposes a hard truth Meghan Markle may be unwilling to accept. Celebrity influence alone is not enough to sustain a content empire. Substance, humility, and genuine storytelling matter, especially in a saturated digital landscape. For now, Meghan's Hollywood dream seems less like a bold new chapter and more like a miscalculated detour. Whether she can recover from this or double down on the same missteps remains to be seen. But for Netflix and for many former fans, the spell is broken. The ripple effects of Meghan Markle's failed Netflix ventures extend far beyond poor viewership stats. They cast doubt on the long-term viability of the Archewell brand itself. Despite the initial hype and massive financial backing, Meghan has yet to prove she can deliver impactful, universally resonant content without leaning on royal controversy. Her storytelling has largely revolved around self-referencing themes: victimhood, media mistreatment, and strained family ties. Subjects that, while initially compelling, now come across as tired and calculated. This pattern is beginning to wear thin, even among once sympathetic audiences. Viewers expect evolution, but Meghan's narrative appears stuck in a perpetual loop of grievances. Meanwhile, competitors are innovating, pushing fresh, dynamic content into the spotlight. In contrast, Archewell's offerings feel static and out of touch with mainstream demand. Industry insiders are already speculating that Netflix may rethink its relationship with the Sussexes. While no public termination has been announced, the streaming giant's silence on upcoming projects is telling. Meghan's brand, once seen as a potent mix of glamour and activism, now faces an identity crisis. Unless she recalibrates, embracing creative humility and storytelling that speaks beyond her personal experiences, her influence may continue to fade, one poorly received project at a time.